or anywhere. Windows aren't like that in the real world. My window is dirty. I live on the second floor of a sinking ship, and like a rat, I'm sniffing at the ropes, thinking about getting off. Like a rat. Windows are scenery, passing past a passing window. And out the window is Argentina. And what can Argentina be for me? If not a memory or a dream? If not the memory of a dream that I struggled to remember. So often it felt so close. And now even the horizon is out of reach. Bart strike and all. And who knows how many horizons are between me and Argentina. It won't be easy. You'll think it's strange when I try to explain how I feel. When the mist rises off the pampa on a spring morning that isn't fall for me, a season so appropriately named this year, because what am I experiencing if not a fall from grace? And when I do so, I do it comically hard, like a cartoon character, bouncing off every rock, every bramble. No graceful collapse for me, to be held up in others' arms. No, rather a long tumble down a cliff that's too steep to stop on, yet too shallow to fly away from. The Andes have steep mountains. One is called Mount Fitzroy, which back in the day was the name for a king's bastard. People die on Mount Everest all the time, but mostly from exposure, because you lose your oxygen and your orientation and your way. So, if you're a great athlete, and if you've planned well, and if the weather holds up, and if someone doesn't mess you up, and if something doesn't fall down or out from underneath you, I know that's a lot of ifs. You multiply those ifs by the number of attempts, that equals a lot of deaths. That said, climbing Mount Everest is more an athletic, organizational, meteorological, and lucky achievement than a test of pure mountain climbing, unlike the King's Bastard, which only a real mountain climber can get up or even attempt. And it's in Argentina, at least the east side, and I can see it out the window, because out the window is Argentina, wide fields of green and greener and cows. Lots of cows. Cows with style. Munching grass with bravado. Brave cows and gauchos who both know what a great steak is and are willing to die for same. One more than the other. And all the cities glow, where every street is lined with cafes with black iron tables and trees with golden bark, and in the dusky half-glow, someone appears with a viola. And music happens. And tangos happen. And birds sing in the trees, singing sadness. And everyone finds someone. And everyone loves each other, because they have to. But out the window is Argentina, because the wind blew. And Argentina got the draft and wafted it away. And I could feel a little jealous that Argentina can find its way so easy and be so airy. So I close the window and I sit in a chair. My dog speaks Spanish, and I don't know where he came up with this canine fluency. It's a total mystery to me. But he speaks the finest Castilian, lisping like the pampered poodle on the lap of Reina Isabella. And he preaches revolution from his top on the corner to the passing dogs on 8th and Minna, telling the bougie dogs just what they want to hear, that the end is near, for their meat-scented shampoos, and their studded leashes too, and their guided trips to beaches and parks, where they prance and bark their bougie dog barks. He's got a lot to say, my dog, he do. He preaches while peeing, and he lectures mid-poo. And he gets on our nerves with his ardency, being only a dog who's a commie can be. And he looks at me with his big puppy eyes through his puppy's eyes, tells me that someday his work will bring us to where we can be, security, and not one paycheck away from no dog food. and nowhere near the street that surrounds us and threatens to swallow us whole. And I try to share his hope, his confidence, and his appetite. Every moment sits on a bench, looking at its watch for its time. Every moment in a Star Wars trailer is dicey.